Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video. So today's video I am taking you back to January 1st, 2022 on our trip at Universal Studios. So let's head in our time machine back to January 1st and check it out. Let's get started. So welcome to 2022. Well, we've been here for a while, but January 2022 for us started out at Universal Studios. We got up, got dressed leisurely, and headed to the theme parks. We ate breakfast at one of our new favorite locations to grab a bite to eat, which is the Today Cafe. It's right inside of the theme parks, and it has a phenomenal breakfast. You can either mobile order or you can get in line and order. Either way, it does work. And they have both indoor and outdoor seating if that is something that is important to you. So Sam had a ham and cheese sandwich that he had before, but I wanted to try the overnight oats. Overnight oats is something that I had been wanting to try anyway, but I was kind of like worried, like, how's this going to taste? Am I going to like it? And I want to tell you, it was amazing. And I will insert a little photo right here of what is in it. And the great thing is if you are vegan, it is a vegan option. So keep that in mind. So from the Today Cafe, we went to do something that Sam really wanted to do, which was ride the Simpsons ride. Now, I don't get car sick, but the Simpsons ride made me a little sick to my stomach. So after we left the Simpsons ride, we walked a little ways over, kind of by Men in Black. They have a big, huge Coke area with a ton of Coke freestyle refill machines in there, and we activated our cup for the day, and I got me some Sprite because I really needed it. My stomach was really upset. So one of the other things that we really wanted to do on this trip was to catch Shrek in 4D. Sam had never seen it before. I had seen it on my trip in 2020, but Shrek 4D was closing a little while after we left, so Sam really wanted to see it, generally for the first and last time. So we watched Shrek 4D, which was a really awesome show. And if you have never seen it before, there are plenty of live streams from the closing day. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that you can catch to see what it was all about. From there, we exited and chatted with Donkey at the Donkey and Shrek meet and greet, which was a lot of fun. And from there, it was starting to get kind of busy. We had started meandering our way to the front, thinking about checking out the Born Stuntacular again, but the next show wasn't we had kind of missed the first showing, and so the next showing wasn't for half an hour, and people were flooding in. So pretty much it was all the people coming in that had stayed up, to ring in the new year, and were just now kind of getting up, eating breakfast, getting to the theme park, because it was about noon at this point. So one of the things Sam and I had really wanted to do after watching some Tim Tracker videos was try out a restaurant in City Walk called the Bread Box. Now, Bread Box is up the stairs. It's up quite a ways, up near Moe's Mexican and the BK Burger, the Whopper Bar, and it has a Panda Express. So you go up the steps, and you like at Today Cafe, you could mobile order or you could order in person. I got their BLT, and Sam had a Reuben Cuban, one of the two. But Sam and I when we got back, we got it to go, because we're like, okay, let's take it back to our room. We'll get something for dessert downstairs, and we will grab lunch. So we got our lunch. We waited about 20 minutes for our food, which was really long because there was no one else in front of us, and it took a long time to get 2 sandwiches. And when we got back, by the time we got our sandwiches, got through City Walk, got back on a bus, went back to the resort, grabbed some dessert and something to drink, and went up to our room, the sandwiches were cold. And they weren't great. We weren't really impressed. For the price of the sandwiches that we paid, they weren't that great. And I've got pictures that I will insert at the end. So we were trying to decide what to do, and I started flipping through channels, and we caught a marathon of a TV show called The Librarians, and it's based on some movies that are out there. And if you want to watch them, they are on Hulu, so you can watch those. And we just kind of hung out in our room for the afternoon, and then it started to be time for dinner. And Sam's like, do you want to go out and eat? I'm like, no, I'm watching the show. I didn't know they were on Hulu at this point. And he's like, okay. I said, do you just want to grab something from downstairs? And he's like, not really. And he's like, but I'm tired. He was kind of tired of the generic theme park food that we had been eating. So I went, hey, in City Walk, there's that BK Whopper bar. And he goes, that sounds great. Do you want onion rings or fries? And I go, BK, onion rings, thank you. So Sam headed off to City Walk to get BK while I watched The Librarian. Sam and I were less than enthused. Sam said it was really busy. Sam got back and the sandwiches were cold and quite frankly not done all the way through, which is really weird because typically the meat is pre-cooked and they're warming it up to make the sandwiches. Sam had asked for light sauce on them, but they were soggy. They were soaked in sauce. So if you eat at the BK Whopper bar, I recommend eating there and to ask for no sauce or sauce on the side, because the bun was almost like wet with sauce. It was not good. So we finished our dinner, Sam went to bed, and I stayed up to watch The Librarian. That was our day for January 1st at Universal. It doesn't seem like we did much, but it was an enjoyable day. Thanks so much for watching, and here's the photo montage.
She is deep in the camera. How you doing, darling?
I'm good. How are you, Donkey?
Never listen, outstanding. What's your name, darling?
Lena.
I'm sorry?
Lena.
Lena. And who's this with you, Lena?
Sam.
How you doing, Sam?
Good. How are you?
You guys having a good New Year's Day?
We are.
It is a very good New Year's Day, and it is so good to have you here today.
Thank you.
Are we ready for a wonderful picture?
We are.
Get on in here. Get nice and close. Get nice.
Okay.
And